No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget.
Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Washington. 1:05 left here in the second. Anthony, the pass to the Prophet. He's off from 17 feet.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Nene kicks to Gortat. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. That falls. Nice speed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists in the game.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heart-breaking losses for them in that series.
The Wizards have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by Calderon. Oubre, good. Now here's Calderon. A clear look for Hardaway. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a close.
Carmelo, I know that Coach has stressed communication on the basketball court.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, it's tough to play on the road.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then it's the Prophet. Then there's Burke. And it's Cantor in its center. That's the 5 for New York right now. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's the Prophet. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact in. That one's on Anthony. The Wizards have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And the first one drops.
Kevin, you look at their free throw percentage. They've been very efficient from the line today. That's a big factor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and the layup's good off the glass. Mr. Fundamentals got 4 points in the quarter.
getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
That is good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The dish now to Wall. Pulls up on the wing. No good. And New York will come the other way.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
So far in the game for the Prophet, he has 8 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Washington making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Dudley comes in for Oubre. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Mr. Fundamentals.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Dudley, no luck. Knicks trail by 5. It's 2-on-1. Finish off the break. That's now 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Wall dishes to Gortat. Over in the corner, Dudley. Back to Gortat. Uses the glass to drop it in. Gortat's got his first basket.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for the Prophet. And it's Calderon in for Burke. Porter's checked in for Washington. Mr. Fundamentals comes in for John Wall.
And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
The drive by Anthony and the powerful one-handed slam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Humphries the pass to Porter. Goes back up, and it's denied. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for the Knicks. Knocked loose. Stolen by O'Quinn. Here we go, one-on-one. Hardaway against Beal.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The Junkie.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Humphries kicks to Porter. And he gets it to go from the corner. Porter's got the lead up to 7 now for Washington.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Porter with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Humphries. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. Washington making some changes. Nene comes in for Chris Humphries. And Gary Neal subbed in for Mr. Fundamentals. There's a minute left to play in the third. Beal no luck. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Over to the wing. On its way from Neal for two. And another miss by Washington. Knicks trail by 7. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hardaway with it. Now Beal defending. Hardaway against Beal. Here's Seraphin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Seraphin. Here's Nene. Passes it to Oubre. That one a little long. Here's the Prophet. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play.